The Home Hunter with Tiffany Hunter. For over 41 years, The Home Hunter has been helping people find their dream home and learn about home-related products. Brought to you in part by those Callaways with eXp Realty and Diversified Roofing.
Hi, thanks for joining us this morning for The Home Hunter.
We are here to help you find your dream home and learn all about home-related products.
This is a fantastic time to buy a new home or remodel your existing one. We have a lot of helpful information to make that happen, so make yourselves comfortable and let's get started. We have with us today, we've got our fun father-daughter duo. We've got Kelly and Joseph Callaway with those Callaways on Shea. And I know there's always something going on in your world. What's happening?
Well, you know, it's so interesting how real estate works. I just sold a house and basically sold it for land value. So somebody's gonna go in and fix it up and make a profit on it.
Yeah.
But we can help people do that themselves if they wanna flip it themselves.
Oh, wow.
We've got wonderful resources. We can walk them through the process and then they get to make the money in the end. So it's a longer process towards selling.
Okay.
You know, you have to live through the remodel and everything else. So,
But some people love that.
but some people love it, you know. So we help you with what steps to take,
Okay.
and then we list it and sell it for more money at the end.
Oh my gosh, that's kind of a win-win situation.
It is, especially when so many are going for just the value of the land. A lot of infill builders right now, you know, a lot of investors that are doing it. They're making money. That's why they're doing it. So
Yeah.
why not do it yourself?
Well, that's perfect. All they have to do is give you guys a call and you guys can kind of get them started in that whole realm
That's
of it.
Dad's expertise.
That's
I'm going
his.
to let him, you know.
Well, you know, a lot of times we get people, it's original, it needs a lot of things, it's tired, you know, and they sell it, and usually the buyer's a flipper who gets a loan and has that loan cost on top of everything else, but the seller already owns the house. So all they have to do is put the money into, but they have to do it right. So we come out first and we give them all the things that we would propose. We have a stager comes out and proposes what they should do to profit, because
You know,
not
should
everyone
they
knows.
remove a wall? A lot of times on these homes, they've done a lot of the remodeling. They just need to finish it or put the right touches on it, or maybe it's a matter of landscaping it for
Okay.
the appeal. There's so many different aspects to it, but whatever condition it's in, we can help them with that. We have contractors, we know what to do, you know. So it's a good way to go if you want to do it.
I love it. All right. Well, everybody needs to check that out and give you a call. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm happy to welcome back with us today. We've got Mark Scouten with Diversified Roofing. And we're going to go back to the same routine of trying to remind everybody they need to actually have their roof inspected. Explain the importance of this.
So having your roof inspected allows you to prolong the life. It's a whole entire system. There are things that need to be addressed, sealants, etc., debris that could be built up in areas where water flows, and that can ultimately cause damage.
Yeah, and you would think, because obviously it's protecting you, your family, all your assets. Like, why would you not want to make sure that it's maintained? And you say once a year, have someone come out and inspect it to make sure that there aren't going to be any problems. Because the last thing you want to be doing is all of a sudden saying, oh yeah, I have a hole in my roof, when you're having to get the pan out, you know, like you got the bucket underneath because it's raining outside.
Absolutely.
So no matter what, they need to have you come out, just check it out once a year, and then same thing. If there's like minor things, you guys can fix it.
Correct.
But then if they have to have, I know, what is it, once every like 20 years usually a roof?
That's around 20 years or so that more than likely the system needs to be re-roofed and updated.
Okay, well then when they get to that point, do you still have your special?
We do. If they mention the Home Hunter, they get a $500 discount for an entire re-roof.
All right, well, people need to be doing it. I'm gonna keep harping on them, and they're gonna be calling because it needs to be done.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you for joining us again.
Thank you.
It's always fun to have Burns Pest Elimination with us. Dave Burns is full of all these different fun things to get rid of our pests.
Hey.
I love that you've got props. So what do we have going on here?
So termite control, we all know, is very expensive. We've come up with a solution that makes it much more affordable to the average homeowner.
Okay.
So this is a product called Trelona. It's a bait product that goes in the ground. We put these stations around your home and they stay there.
All right.
And so instead of paying a huge upfront thousands of dollars to get your home treated, we have this on a subscription service that you pay a low monthly cost. Done.
Get
Termite
out.
protected for the rest of your life.
That is insane. And people, you know, until you have termites, people don't realize how bad it is.
Absolutely.
Like, it takes you down.
You know, termites can do thousands and thousands of dollars in damage and you not even know it.
Yeah.
Inside of walls, inside the attic. So this is protection for your largest investment. It's handled each month, low cost, very simple, non-intrusive. You call us, we fix that.
All right, well, they should already be calling you about all their other pests anyway. So no matter what, if they're not already on with this thing, they need to be calling you right away.
We fix termites.
Thank you. I'm happy to welcome back with us today. We've got Brandon Holtzman with Holtzman Remodeling. And can you explain to people some of the remodeling stuff you do?
Yeah, we do kitchens, bathrooms, full kitchens, full bathrooms, full renovations, full design. We have a full design team that helps our clients pick out everything, and we do full 3D renderings for people to see before they actually remodel, so they could see what they're going to get before they actually get it.
I love that. And there's so many people that's the thing they want to do is remodeling. It's kind of like that facelift to their home. And so they want to have someone come in, obviously, to do the kitchens, bathrooms. Those are the biggest things that I see usually with remodeling. But I love that they can come in and see what it's going to look like and get an idea with the 3D renderings, because usually you're like, hey, paper, you can't really tell.
Yeah, people are visual and they
Yeah.
love to see what it's going to look like, and it really helps the client visualize what they're going to get.
Well, and I love that. I know so many people are always into it, and that you guys can give them recommendations and guide them through the whole process, where a lot of people kind of get oh my gosh, remodeling, and are a little bit maybe scared about it. But you can walk them through the whole process and you make it so simple, and then the project, oh my gosh, it turns out amazing at the end. So it's kind of a win-win for everybody, obviously. So the biggest thing for people, though, when they want to start this, do they just call you? What would be your recommendation just to get this whole project started?
Yeah, give us a call, go to our website, go to our Instagram, go to anywhere that is social, and hit that link, contact us, and we'll give them a call, set up a free estimate, come out, take a look at their project, and then go from there.
Perfect. They need to do that. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
When it comes to doing home improvement projects, you want to make sure you're educated and informed with the best. We have Mariah from Marvell. So I actually have a question for you.
Okay.
The summer's coming. The sun is intense here. So with quality of products, I'm sure it does a number on things. How do you guys protect the products and your feet on pavers, et cetera, like that?
Okay, so great question. Basically, you know, with the heat, there's a whole bunch of different products you can choose. Okay. A lot of times people think that different products are better because they're cooler.
Sure.
For instance, there are some precast pavers, artistic, where the temperature's a lot cooler. You can get white cement, which is cooler on the touch. There are pavers, some of them are, you use them in a lighter color, they could be a little lighter or cooler. But the bottom line, truly, it's hot. When it's 125 out, I'll give someone $20 if they can put a blindfold on and put their feet on any of those products and tell me which is which. It's going to burn your feet,
for sure.
Unfortunately.
Yes.
One great product is travertine. Why? Travertine's a natural stone. And when you get your hose and you spray the product down with water, travertine is like a sponge, and it soaks in, and I have it in my backyard. It cools off much faster.
Okay.
So think about your pool. You're all in the pool. The kids are in the pool, splashing water everywhere. It's getting water around the pool on the travertine.
And
it's a little cooler.
So safer.
You still need flip-flops. You still need some shoes because it is hot when it's those months that are brutal.
Yeah.
Other than that, you don't need to protect these products. The pavers, the travertine, porcelain, whatever it is, they're good. The sun, as it goes, the older they get, the more beat up they get.
Sure.
They always look great. Natural stones, porcelains, they don't change.
Okay.
So, some people want to use sealers. You can do that to enhance colors. It's something you have to do every year. Sometimes, maybe 2 summers.
Okay.
But bottom line is, you really don't have to do anything.
Okay. Well, that's good.
The products will stay the way they are, beautiful, and just get what you like.
Okay.
That's all that matters. It's going to be hot. Get what you like and bear down during those couple months.
Well, thank you so much for that information.
My pleasure.
We're out here on location with Tommy Mello at A1 Garage, and I love all the stuff that you guys do. I know there's always the big complaint about what can get into your garage underneath the garage door. So what do you do about that?
There's a lot of weather here. I mean, it gets down to be sometimes, 35 to 38 degrees, and then it gets all the way to 125 degrees in the garage. So that bottom rubber seal, actually over time, it gets soft, then it hardens, then it gets soft, then it hardens, then it gets brittle. And it doesn't close right on the bottom of the garage. So as your garage door closes, that bottom rubber seal is supposed to keep the elements out.
Yeah.
More importantly, the scorpions, the spiders, the snakes, and the rats. And I'm not kidding. We put bug catchers right on the bottom right and the bottom left of the garage. And you should see these things fill up if it's not a perfectly tight seal. So making sure it's closing correctly and it's a brand new bottom rubber, I highly, highly, highly recommend we come out and make sure it's closing tightly with a really fresh bottom seal that's not brittle and falling apart. And even if you're missing just a few inches on the side, because hot and cold, it tends to get skinny and kind of contract. So right on the edges, you want to make sure that seal is nice and tight and it's all the way out there, because that's where the bugs are coming in, because right on the other side of the garage, on 80% of the houses, is the kitchen. Yeah. So that's the number one entryway of all the bugs, the weather, the rain. It makes it in, but really what bothers me is I hate scorpions and I hate spiders. So that's what we keep. That's what we want to keep those out.
Yeah. Okay, so and you can go and do this on any of the garage doors. So whatever somebody has, you will be able to come out and replace that?
Yeah, so there's universal. We carry several different types of bottom rubber, or we can replace the bottom retainer, which it's easy for us to do. I mean, this is what we do for.
Obviously.
This is our training
and you
center.
do it right. So
this is all we do every day. So if you want to, just look below, and there will be a special deal for anybody watching this. The website, or they could just schedule. We've got a schedule engine that allows them to schedule online.
Perfect. All right. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
We're out here on location with Austin at William Ryan Homes. And first, tell us a little bit about William Ryan Homes.
So William Ryan Homes is a builder that's been in business for about 33 years. We specialize in energy efficiency. What makes us really valuable to the Arizona or Phoenix metro area is that energy efficiency. So we save people money through the longevity of the home. That's what really is the value for most homeowners.
I love that, and it obviously is very important for Arizonans. So now we're out here at this beautiful, beautiful community. Tell us about this.
So El Cedro is a community out in Goodyear. Goodyear is growing so quickly. It's got so many amenities coming out to us. So it's just a beautiful area to come and grow your family.
And what about the homes themselves? What kind of square footage are we looking at?
So we're starting just shy at about the 2,000 mark. Okay. From there we go up to just over 3,500. Oh, wow. So we have 3 single stories, 3 2 stories. We even have a 2,600 square foot single story. So it's awesome to be able to get that kind of square footage on one floor.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Well, I'm always telling people they need to come and see it in person. I mean, beautiful area. They just don't realize until they can actually come here and see it. So tell people the easiest way to get here.
So if you're going to be coming from the Phoenix area, you're going to be going west. You will go south on the 303. From there, you're going to go west on Elwood. Follow Elwood into the El Cedro Street, and then you'll take that to 178th South.
All right, and I know there's signage out there too that they can follow that as well. And I'm very big on they should go to the website, because any other questions or anything, I know you can find so much, and there's so many communities that William Ryan offers as well.
For sure, and Google Maps is an amazing thing. Yeah,
that's
where we want to get to.
That is for sure. Well, they definitely need to check it out. Thank you so much for letting us come out here today.
Of course, thank you for coming.
if you don't have a home warranty, there's a serious problem. You need to be picking up the phone and calling Callie Parker at Fidelity National Home Warranty. Everybody needs this, and I don't even think they realize how much they need a home warranty.
Right.
Explain to them the benefits.
Absolutely. So what a home warranty is it's a 1-year service contract, and it's going to cover all major systems and appliances in the home. And we have tons of different options to choose from. So the way it works is, let's say the AC goes out in July here in Arizona. They call us, we send out one of our vendors. They'll go out and diagnose and repair or replace as needed. Easy as that.
Well, and that's the nice thing is it's that easy. People don't realize it because, yes, when you're in the midst of it, you panic.
Right.
Oh my gosh, what do I do? Who do I call? I love that it's literally the one-stop shop. Call you guys and you'll send out the right person. It gets fixed. It saves a lot of money when it comes down to it. So, I mean, there's just so many benefits to it. I also like that you have the new construction as well, because people don't realize that that's the case as well.
Yes, exactly. So if someone has just closed on a new build or is closing on a new build, we do have a 4-year new home construction warranty. So it starts at year 2 after that typical 1-year builder warranty runs out and goes through year 5. So no brainer if you're purchasing a new build.
That's exactly it. So no matter what, people need it.
Yes.
I mean, whether they realize it or not, they really need it, because don't wait until it's too late.
Exactly.
So pick up the phone, call you, make sure that they actually have this.
Call me today, absolutely.
I love it. Well, thank you for joining us again.
Thanks for having me.
Woodside Homes is proud to present 2 new housing communities in the Prescott area, with Summit at the Dells in Prescott and Meadows at Antelope Park in Prescott Valley. Experience 4 full seasons of luxurious living with flexible, energy-efficient home designs that are minutes from hiking trails, campgrounds, and lakeside recreation. When it comes to choosing your new home, it's what's inside that counts. That's why Woodside Homes includes energy-efficient certifications such as LEED, WaterSense, Zero Energy Ready, Indoor Air Plus, and Energy Star into your new home to help reduce your carbon footprint, save you money, and promote healthy living for you and your family. With single-story homes ranging from 1,400 square feet to almost 3,600 square feet, discover how Woodside Homes can help you create the perfect backdrop for your ideal lifestyle. Visit woodsidehomes.com/Arizona or call 480-418-7261. That's woodsidehomes.com/Arizona or call 480-418-7261 to find yourself at home in Prescott or Prescott Valley. Woodside Homes. Let's get you home.
We have back with us today Greg Chesko with Christian Brothers. And we say it's that time of year that we need to be servicing whatever. I feel like in Arizona, it's always that time of year. Something always should be maintaining and keeping the systems. But before we know it, summer's going to be here.
This is true. This is true. We run maintenance all year long. Our customers are on a 2-visit per year schedule, so we start in the winter, of course, and right now with summer coming up in the next couple of months, we're doing our pre-season springtime tune-ups. So it's been keeping us busy. And
I can imagine. So what does that entail, the tune-up?
Well, we actually have a special on the tune-up right now. It's a 22-point thorough evaluation, but that also includes a drain line flush and a outdoor coil clean.
Nice.
That's with a chemical clean, so it's not just a rinsing with water. We want to make sure these units are running as efficiently as we can after we leave the house.
Which is nice, because obviously we want to make sure that there's not going to be a problem coming into the summer, because that would be the worst case scenario, is all of a sudden there is a bigger issue and then all of a sudden you need a new, or either replace it or repair it, and you don't want to be in the middle of July when that happens.
Well, that's the thing. When these units are stressing over 110 degrees ambient temperature, that's when things really break.
Yeah.
So we do our best to prevent that with our maintenance and tune-up specials. And it's also a tricky time right now because prices on these new air conditioners are going to be going up this year.
Yeah.
So we've made preparations for that, but we're telling everybody now's the best time to get in. If you're on the fence, if it's an older unit, let us come out and take a look at it, and we'll give you some options to either tune it up or get that thing replaced and save you thousands of dollars.
Perfect. Well, I love that you're giving them options, because then that way they can really weigh what the situation is. Because I know there are a lot of people where it's just on that last leg and they really need to be.
One more summer,
Exactly.
We
so
hear it.
This might be the time.
Right.
All right. Well, thanks for joining us again.
Thanks for having us.
Syntex is proud to welcome you to the Village at Sundance, a community that appeals to everyone from first-time homebuyers to growing families. Located just outside of Phoenix in Buckeye, it's close to local employers, shopping, dining, and entertainment. Here you'll find thoughtfully planned home designs with affordable monthly payments and a streamlined home buying process, putting home ownership within reach. This one-of-a-kind community features 8 floor plans that masterfully blend location and affordability. These plans offer 2 to 4 bedrooms, 2 to 3 baths, and range from 1,400 square feet to over 2,400 square feet. They feature open concept design, modern kitchens, loft options depending on the plan. They even include a fiber network delivering gigabyte internet speeds. Prices start in the mid-300s, which makes monthly payments within reach. For more information, call 623-299-8600 or visit their website at syntex.com. Discover the home you've always dreamed of at the Village at Sundance.
If you don't have solar, you definitely need to be listening up. We have with us Robert Pearson with Solarize. And what is going on with solar right now?
Energy's going up, just like
crazy.
eggs. Okay.
Exactly.
So, anyway, you know, the whole playing field has changed with solar.
Okay.
And this is people getting into solar right now. When I got into this 15 years ago, electricity was going up 3 or 4% a year. I mean, I was dreaming of times like we're in now. Now it's happening, and now people can get into solar with zero out of pocket, and they can cash flow by about $10 or $15 on a purchase, a finance purchase, no money out of pocket.
Okay.
They get all the tax money. So I don't do any leases because I want to increase the value of people's property, which is why I went through the Pearl certification, and every client also gets a Pearl certified appraisal addendum, giving them value for the solar, HVAC we did, batteries, what have you. And every time the power goes up, that becomes more valuable. And when they sell their house, when they call Pearl, Pearl will look at the new cost per kilowatt.
Okay.
They'll reevaluate the system and appraise it. The solar we put on loses less than 9% over 25 years.
Oh, wow.
The utilities are going up 8, 9, 10% a year.
It's crazy.
So you look at this for this, you know what I mean? And solar and a battery will get you through, get you a $10 bill. If you've got solar, we can add a battery on.
Okay.
We can do everything. We can get rid of your solar edge. We have other batteries other than Tesla. If people are against Tesla, it doesn't matter. Unfortunately, they're going to probably have to pay more for the same thing, but so
But there's choices.
Oh,
I mean,
there are
that's
choices.
the whole point, is that
Yep.
there's actually that they have options for it. And as you said, with a lot of people do have solar but don't have the battery, so it would make sense to get the battery to be able to.
They're going to need it in 4 years, and if they had it
Yeah.
now, their bill would be lower.
Okay.
So, I mean, a battery is not just for storage. It's like adding another 5 solar panels to your house, okay? Because we're discharging that battery during the on-peak,
Okay.
and we're charging it off-peak with power that's 7 cents a kilowatt.
Oh, that's crazy. Okay.
So someone could have solar, $120 bill. We could do it. They could get a battery. They could have a $10 bill and be set for the next 10, 15 years.
Okay, well, people definitely need to do that. And if they don't have solar, they need to be talking to you anyway, because
Correct.
it makes sense. And I know it won't fit on every home, but at least they can know whether it's going to work
yeah.
for their home.
It will, but with the battery now, we can do a very small solar system.
Oh, really?
Some of our
Okay.
clients do batteries alone, no solar, charge off-peak, discharge on-peak, and they're still saving money.
Oh, get out.
Yep.
All right, well, see, look at you having all those things.
It's just a shell game.
Okay, well, they need to give you a call, so thank you so much for joining us again.
Thank you.
If you are looking to spruce up your backyard, we have Mark Talbot with Hedgeworks here. So what can you do if somebody has the concrete walls and they're bland and they're tired of looking at them? What can you do to help spruce up their backyard?
Yeah, so we manufacture wall panels that are artificial hedge that will mount right directly to your wall, so that if you have like a ugly block wall or have something that's falling apart from water on the other side of the wall, or just sick of seeing block walls everywhere in Arizona, we can manufacture any size panels, full green walls. We can essentially just take away your whole backyard and make it look like a huge bush on your back wall. And then they're 10-year warranty and lifetime warranty backing, so they just attach right to the wall, and then it just takes it completely away.
That's so cool. So maintaining that, what is the maintenance of that?
So we just say this Dawn dish soap, spray it down, and then you can just hose it right off, and it will always, if it needs to be repaired or anything, like we have repair kits. and it's super easy, and anything's able to be fixed with that.
That's so cool. So it's low maintenance. They don't have to water it. They can't kill it. And then it comes with a warranty, you said?
Correct. Yep. 10-year warranty with lifetime warranty backing.
Very cool. So what if they have like a wrought iron fence?
So yeah, so if they have wrought iron fencing, we manufacture panels that will just either bolt or screw right onto the wrought iron slats. Like if you have a site view where people are looking in, you don't want them to look in, or if you have a pool, we can just bolt them right to the fence, and then essentially it will just block everything out, as well as if we want to add to the fence. So say you're 6 foot tall fence and you want to go 8 foot tall, we'll manufacture braces and paneling to where we can essentially raise your wall without actually having to put more block in your house.
And it's beautiful.
And it's beautiful.
And it's low maintenance.
Correct.
That's awesome.
It just looks like a bush that's growing on the other side of the fence. It's like perfectly manicured all the time, but not too perfect. We want to look natural as well.
Of course, that's so cool. Well, thank you so much.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you.
I'm happy to welcome back with us today. We've got Pat McMasters with Price Mortgage. And I know everybody with mortgages of what's going on, people are on the fence. Like, how do we get people off the fence? They need to buy. It's still a good time.
The best time to buy, I always say, is when you're ready.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, the market's been fighting the affordability issue, for some time.
Yeah.
But I'm here to say that the market seems like it's shifted.
Okay.
It's with the real estate market, you never have a bell that is wrong. Now is the time to buy.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, I'm gonna wait till they get lower. We're starting to see this standoff now with buyers and sellers. I mean, sellers, you're starting to see supply increase. Homes, there's probably about 25 to 26,000 in inventory now. Back in 2021, you were talking very minimal inventory.
Yeah.
So the sellers are sitting there waiting. They're kind of pricing off of last year. And the buyers are like, okay, we're gonna wait and see. They're softening. They're seeing a lot of news. The market's softening. So, they're waiting for that bell to ring.
Well, and I know, like you said, it's like everybody's going to have their best time to buy, but it's interesting how many people they're still on the fence, where I don't think they realize that even wherever the interest rates are, it's probably still cheaper to buy a home and have the mortgage than to rent.
Yeah, well, I look at it this way. I tell people, they see right now rates are around 6.5, 6 5/8.
Yeah.
If you were to buy today and rates were to go up to 8, you'd be like, oh, I'm glad I got locked in at 6 5/8, right?
Yeah.
And if they were to go down, you bought at 6 5/8 and they went down, you could refinance. So really, if you think about it, rate, yes, while it's important, you've got some strategies to move within that parameter.
Yeah. Well, people just, no matter what, they need to give you a call, and then you can walk them through what they first of all can afford. Some people still are on the fence because they're afraid their credit isn't good enough. So whatever may be the hiccup of not getting them to want to do it, you can talk them through it, and I think that's where they need to start.
Yeah, I'm not the boogeyman. It's obviously everybody's a little concerned about like getting pre-qualified, but I don't bite.
No, you don't. So they just need to pick up the phone and call you.
And I can, it's certainly good to call me because, like I said, versus a call center where we get much more personal. We've got 150 different lenders that we work through, so it's definitely advantageous to go through a mortgage broker.
All right, well, you heard it. They have to call you today. Yep. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
We hope you enjoyed the show today. If you missed any information, give us a call at 602-331-7292 or visit our website at homehuntertv.com. Do remember to look for the Trane logo when you're buying your new home or you're remodeling your existing one. Reliable heating and cooling, fast professional service, that's Trane. Next week, we are on a different day and time. Look for us on Saturday afternoon at 4 p.m. I'm Tiffany Hunter. Have a great week.